What's up guys, this is Abhinay from CG Artist Academy and I'm back with a new tutorial. And like the teaser, I have uploaded few days back, maybe around 2 days back I guess. So this is the preview which I have uploaded. So this is the look we're gonna achieve again in Houdini. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we need to create a GeoNode. Okay, we'll rename it to emitter. Let's jump into it and create a sphere node here. Sphere, and make it a polygon, and let's take it as a default values. That's it. Now what we wanna do is we're gonna create a pyro sim. We will create by the shelf tool because this tutorial is about how to advect things with the pyro simulation. Okay, so your sphere is selected and go to your pyro fx. Okay, and create on billowy smoke. Okay, just create it. Nothing happened. Okay, now select again your emitter and click on this. Okay, now this has been created. So it's a basic shelf tool which you can create a billowy smoke very easily with that. So that has been created. Few things we need to change over here is, first thing is go to your pyro solver and we're gonna create no, actually first thing we need to go to the pyro and here division size. Okay, we need to change it to like 0.12. that's it, because we don't need much high quality smoke for that. Okay, so this has been done. Now enable this closed boundaries and let's scale in y-axis a bit so that my smoke don't cut at the top edge of the container. So yeah, that's it, and let's simulate. We'll be using only 100 frames, so let's make a timeline of 100 frames and let's simulate it. Our smoke is simulated and you can see it's cast out. So next thing we need to do is go to your pyro import and in pyro field, import pyro field, make a null. Okay, and rename it to pyro because we will be needing this. So it's done. What next? Next we need to create a GeoNode again, and in the GeoNode we will call it PopSim because we need to generate particles from the pyro. So PopSim, jump into it. Here we need to create a .NET. Let's create that top network and we call it pop particles. Yeah, we'll call that, and here create a null and we'll call it out. Okay, so let's dive into this, and here we need a pop solver first. Okay, we need a pop object and we need a pop source also. Okay, let's connect all these pop object to the first one and the pop source to the last one. Okay, and pop solver connect to the out. So okay, this has been done. So what we next do is we need to call the pyro sim to the pop source. Okay, there are two ways. Okay, first of all what we can do is we can go to this chooser option. Okay, click on that and we'll go to the emitter and select the sphere. Okay, so it's been connected, but you can see the particles are there. Okay, it's getting those particles, but they are not advecting according to the pyros smoke which we have created. Like if we go outside, we can see that, so particle should follow that, but it's not happening. Why? Because we have to create another node which we call it advect by volumes. So let's connect this, and here, so go to its SOP value here on the chooser, and in the pyro import we have created this null pyro. Let's select that, and now if we see, you can see that now the particles are following the pyro, but not the way it's supposed to be. So we need to change a few parameters again. So in the pyro pop advect, here it says update force. We need to update velocity. Now again, let's check what is happening. It's going actually nicely. Okay, so we can select this option, update velocity, so it will act according to the velocity, or we can also select this option, update position. Okay, so whichever way you like, you can follow that. Both ways are like good for that. So for now we will be using update position. So now the particles are definitely flowing according to the pyro solver, the pyro smoke. Okay, so this has been done. So this way you can advect particles according to the volumes. So now what I need is, I need to like get the object to be instanced on the particles. To do that, we need to add a parameter over here which is called pop instance. Okay, so pop instance. Okay, let's connect over here. It's connected, and it needs an instance object. Okay, let's create that quickly. Not here, let's create over here. We'll call it geo node and rename it to instance geo. Okay, so you can instance anything whichever you want. Okay, I'll be like creating a grid. So the grid has been created with the x size 0.2 and a y size 3.5, and let's create a null over here, and we'll call it geo out, and click on this blue tick, so display that. And let's go again back to the pop sim and pop particles, and here pop instance, let's choose the path, and instance geo out, and you can see that it's definitely instancing, but there are so many particles, so we need to decrease that. Go to your pop source, and here on the birth, let's say for 100 for now, and let's again play, and now you can see that our grid is instancing on the particles. Okay, so let's go outside, and if you see here, we don't able to see those instance objects over here. So to do that, we need to create another node which is called with geo, and let's rename it to instance render. Okay, and dive into that, and here we need to create a dop import, and let's select the particles, the pop particles which we have created. Select that, and here in import style, fetch geometry from dop network. Okay, so now it's getting those particles. Okay, now here we need to create a node instance. Okay, and Now you can see that now our instance objects are visible. So let's create a null node over here, instance, and rename it to instance out. So this has been done. Now I can easily see those instance objects, okay, in the outside also. So yeah, and we don't want to see the pyro smoke now, so let's hide everything, disable everything. All we need is particles and the instance geometry, so it's visible now. So instance is completed, but now what I need is I need to manipulate its piece, its scale, its rotation, and its spin. So to do that, I need to create a randomize attribute. Okay, so let's connect here, and in here what we need is, instead of attribute name CD, which is color, we need to change to P scale. So it's applied, but it's not working. Why? Because we have imported the object here with the pop source node directly, okay, like here in the source. So to apply those randomization, as far as I know, I need to change the source from here to here, like by creating a object merge. Okay, so in here again I will select the sphere, which is called by this node, and in this pop particles, in the pop source, I don't want to use this path now. What I need is, in the geometry source, I need to select on the use first context geometry, which will be this one in this node. Okay, so let's connect here, and now you can see that it has those randomization. Okay, so that's how you can manipulate the instances. So in this node we will use the, okay, it depends on you, you can use whatever the method of distribution. This time I'll be using like what we say, custom ramp. Okay, so in this custom ramp, let's see, it's completely up to you what you need to do with this. So I'm just giving the randomization in the ramp so that it will be affecting the grid or the geometry I have instance. Okay, it's working. Okay, so this has been done. Next, what I need is, let's rename it to scale random. Okay, and next we need is again attribute randomize, and let's connect it. We need the, instead of color, again we need orient, yani rotation. That means rotation, orient. Okay, and instead of 3 dimension we will add the 4, so it will get the rotation. Now you can see that it's getting that rotation. So now my instance object is getting the rotation value also, the randomized rotation, which we can definitely tweak that by changing this minimum and max value. Okay, and for this distribution method I'll be using the inside sphere node for now. Okay, yeah, that's it for the orientation. Later we'll like change the scale of it as per the requirement. So what I need is, let me just rename it first, rotate random. Again I need a randomize attribute. Let's connect it, and now we will change the spin. Yeah, okay, to change the spin, what we need is instead of CD we need a W. So the W angular velocity to create the spin. Okay, so here we need to change few parameters. So in the minimum will be like 2, and in here maximum will be 5, and yeah, that's it for the spin. And now you can see that they are spinning. I'm getting the spin in the instance object. Okay, so let's create another spin node. Control C, Control V, and let's connect here, and in here we need to change attributes again. And the second spin will be needing the distribution to the two values, and here it's like -1, -1, sorry, -1, -1. So let's see how it's coming now. Yeah, definitely. It's working. So that's how you can manipulate these instance geometry with this randomization, attribute randomization node. Okay, what next? Let's scale this a bit and go to the first frame, and let's tweak it, and it's completely depends on you guys how much you want to tweak. Okay, what randomization you need for your simulation. Okay, and I'm gonna change my instance object also. So to manipulate that, I'll be like, okay, select points, and just let me select those points, and with the manipulator I need to from here you can like soft select the radius. So I'll be like using this. Yeah, I'm just manipulating this shape of the grid. Okay, so it should not look very rigid and all. Okay, so that's been done. Okay, now let's go again. Let's disable this instance geo and go to your pop sim, and again simulate, and let's see what comes. Yeah, sure, it's looking much better. Okay, now scale, let's, guys, it's completely depends on you. Okay, what scale you want to use. Okay, so definitely yeah. And one more thing we can do is let's go to your particle simulation, go to your pop source, and in the birth let's key it till 20th frame. I need not even 10, 20, like till the 15th frame I need particles on the rate of 2000, sorry, 2000, key it, and on the 16th frame I don't want any particles, so let's key it again, and let's see. So what's gonna happen is once the particles are emitted, they are going to flow like this. So let's get outside and disable this. And you can see that that's how I achieved my look. So here's the file which I have created. So you can see that it's same thing happening. This is the instance geometry. This is the instance object I have created. So let me switch off this instance, and see, this is the thing I have created. It depends on you, whatever the geometry you want to like instance on these particles. So that is how I created this artwork, and I hope you have found this tutorial helpful. Okay, and yeah, once this is instance, you can definitely attach any geometry, anything you want to instance on these particles, and definitely you can change the look by changing the values in the pyro sim. Okay, by like in the shape node you can change the dissipation, turbulence, shredding, turbulence. You can change many things over here. Okay, according to that your look will change of the pyro sim, and according to that particle will react. So that's how you can achieve this kind of look. Okay, and it's very simple to export also, and after this out render you can every time create a raw alembic node and export it to any folder you want to, and use in any DCC application. You can see my other tutorials how I exported the geometry. Okay, so I hope this tips and tricks and things you have liked. Okay, and if you have any suggestion, please write down in the comment below, and if you want any specific tutorial, just write it down in the comment. I will try to create that. And thanks for giving me time, this channel. Please like and subscribe this channel, and share with your colleagues also, and don't forget to press that bell icon so that as soon as I upload this video you will get the notification. Take care of yourself guys, and stay creative and keep learning. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.